Elaine had mentioned, I'm doing project number 10, looking back through the looking glass of time, is the name of my speech. The project is to inspire my audience. I'm going to share experience with you tonight, and I hope that you will be inspired by it, so you will also feel as I do and be more inspired to look at the world and people in a different way. It's very difficult for older people as they age when they come to the time where they need help with their ADLs. Now in the biz, ADLs means everyday living skills, such as eating, bathing, dressing. I know some of you probably have family members that you've experienced this with, maybe Mother Rutledge. And I was going to reference Ricky too, because his mother was ill this year. In 1980, I decided to get a job with a nursing agency. I was an LVN at the time. That means licensed vocational nurse. They called me up and they said, we have a case for you. If you want to come in, we'll review everything for you. So I went in, and they gave me a portfolio, and they said, well, read it over and let us know what you think. I opened it up, and it said, an 80-year-old lady with end-stage COPD, that means emphysema, on continuous oxygen, 5 medications, and then it gave a list of all her needs and the help that she would need. So I decided I'd accept the case. On my way to the patient's house, I thought, where in the world is University City? I have never been there. And I'm driving and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I doing with this home care, private duty nursing? I don't know anything about it. I said, what if she doesn't like me? And I said, oh, you know what? I'll just follow the plan. I can do anything for 8 hours. So the night shift nurse met me at the door and so happy to see me because I'm her replacement. I came in and she said, well, let's go meet the patient. So I went in there, and here stood this little lady, about 5'1". She had about 100 pounds, and she had an oxygen tube in her nose and an oxygen tubing dragging behind her. And she looks at me, and she had this lackluster look in her eye. And I thought, she's probably thinking, oh no, another nurse. After we were introduced, the night nurse took me around the little area and showed me where things were, showed me where the medicines were and where all the supplies. She left and I went in with the patient, helped her up, helped her get dressed for breakfast. We went in the kitchen. She sat at the kitchen table and I proceeded to make her breakfast. And she said, no, I don't want that. No, don't put that there. I only want 2 scoops for that coffee. And this is the way I like my egg. And I thought, boy, she's a fussy little thing. I wonder if she was a sergeant in another life or something, So I did everything exactly as she told me. Then later I helped her in the living room and she rested and read some. So that day went pretty well. And I told her it was time for me to leave and said goodbye. And she said, "Are you going to come back?" And I said, "Well, I'd like to." She said, "Okay." So the next time the nursing service called me, they said, "I have a 3 to 11 shift. Are you interested?" In fact, the lady called and asked for you. And I said, "Well, yeah, I think I can do 3 to 11. So I'm on my way, and I'm a lot happier, because I know my way now, and it wasn't that far. And when I got there, the surroundings were more familiar. I already knew the patient. So the evening routine was a little bit different. Come time to make dinner. We both go in the kitchen, and I start getting things ready to, no, she said, no. I want you to sit down, I'm gonna fix dinner. And I'm gonna make it for you too, so you can have dinner with me. So I sat down, and she's fixing the meal and everything, so we sat there quietly and we ate, and it was all over. And she gets up, she goes, "Now clean this mess up, and then mop the floor." And I thought, mop the floor? I'm a nurse, not a housekeeper. That's what I was thinking. And then I mopped the floor. That evening we're well. Nursing service calls me again, and they said, "Only thing I got available, Carol, is a night shift." And I said, "Oh, okay, I think I can do that." Driving there, I thought, oh my God, night shift. How am I going to stay awake? Oh, I don't know. And then I went, oh, I'll tuck her in. I got the whole night. I can do homework. I'm working on my schoolwork. And I get paid for not doing anything. So when I went in to say goodnight to her, she had already been in her pajamas and had her night medicines and everything. And we turned off the lights. I went and sat on the couch. Pretty soon my eyelids got really tired. And then I heard, "Carol, I need to get up!" Oh, okay, so I get up and I go get her, and this went on all night long. Now after 3 shifts, morning, afternoon, and evening, I got a real good idea of the life and times of this patient, her routine, her likes. But I thought to myself, who is this woman? I don't really know this woman. As time went on and I did many, many, many new shifts, I got to know more and more and more about her. And now I would like to introduce to you Dorothy McLeod. Dorothy came from New York City. She was Jonas Salk's private secretary.
Wow.
He went into her office one day and he goes, "Dorothy," he says, "I've got a chance to move to La Jolla and set up this foundation." He was working on his polio vaccine. He says, "I want you to come with us." And she decided that was a good idea, she would come. So she worked with him for many years. In the evenings, we would sit and we would listen to opera. She would play opera tapes. I never knew much about opera. I didn't know if I cared for opera or didn't, but I learned, and I learned that I really liked it. We talked about authors and books, and she says, "I'm going to give you this reader's encyclopedia," and I still have it from her today. She took me to teas in La Jolla. We drove all over to the different areas where her friends lived. Then one time we went on the hornblower where her family was having a big party. She wanted me to go to Australia with her, and she wanted to pay me private duty. And I just couldn't go with school and everything. I learned a lot from Dorothy. I seen her now as a real person. She has a beautiful history and a future. I took that away with me in my nursing career, and now I no longer look at people as just somebody with a diagnosis or their medications they take or their blood pressures they have and everything. So I would like to encourage all of you not to just go with first impressions, but get to know the person. Get to know who they are. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Everyone, please take 1 minute, please, to make some comments for Carol. Yes, thank you. He is on the block.
I know.
And he's very good. Excellent. And we're about right